Hello and good evening, everyone watching the stream right now, hopefully. All right, so thank you for tuning into the stream. This is the third segment of our Life Hacks 3-day event. In our first event, which is leveraging your skills, you learned from professionals on the certain skills and struggles in terms of what you need to succeed in job hunting in the software development industry. For the second event, you learned from professionals about their experiences at work with I Wish I Knew. And now we're doing a bit of a cool down with a bit of a more junior developer side of things. Younger experiences, more still in the learning stages, in various degrees, of course. So we have a freshman, we have a sophomore, and we have a junior right here to speak to you a little bit podcast style about our experiences currently as junior developers. So, first of all, I am your first host, freshman. I am Victor Tarasa, and here are my co hosts. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves in order, I guess. So, Jed, as our resident sophomore.
Hello everyone, I'm Jedro and I'm the second year sophomore.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean and I'm the third year student uh, and your co-host.
Yeah, so as you can see, with the variety in year levels, hopefully we can provide also some variety in the kinds of experiences we're going to share tonight. And for those tuning to the stream, to get through some announcements first. So currently, if you don't know yet, DSC is currently looking for a new lead. So applications are open to become a DSC lead. So if you're someone who has some ideas about um, learn community-based learning, you have some ideas about using your knowledge in software development, programming perhaps to help the community, and are also interested in Google technologies, be sure to check this out. We'll be posting the application link in the chat, so it will be right there to whoever's interested in that. And also, so throughout the stream right now, we are going to have different giveaways of 100 plus a load. For various questions we'll be showing on screen, you won't miss them. So if you're maybe understandably, like we're so close to the end of the school year, if you're understandably a little busy to look at the stream in front of you, maybe you can have this playing in the background because it's more of a podcast, and you can listen in, tune in, and hopefully get a chance to answer these questions in the comments that we will be able to see. And you can get a chance to win the 100 plus load. So, speaking of which, first off tonight, um, I would like to present the first question. If I could figure out a way to share it. Oh, here we go. Sorry, technical difficulty. Sorry. So here we go. The first question to start off the stream: how are you guys handling this online semester? So things are definitely different. I think it's just the second semester. Ever since CPU started having these online classes, very very different from face to face. Obviously, and the change for everyone, professors, students alike, it must be jarring. So do you have do you guys have some experiences? Or things to say about this.
Yeah. Sige, I'll start with this. How am I handling the online semester right now? Well, honestly, I'm handling this really bad. I'm not comfortable with the online semester
The diretso.
because yeah, really honestly. Pero syempre, I think it's because of the working environment. Because I've noticed the past semester my productivity level is really down. Kay syempre, ay wait, first of all, does anyone in here not speak Hiligaynon? Because I'll be jumping from one language to another. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
let me continue.
Yeah. Let us know, guys.
Yeah,
If
let
you
us know.
prefer English. Yeah. So as you were saying.
Yes, as I was saying that it's the working environment. Kaya syempre, kung papilion ka bla, where will you work? In a comfortable table, a comfortable chair with your classmates, all coding, or in your bed. Like nga wala ka paligo. So like amo na bala nga ang online semester kita subong daw kabudlay mag-adjust kay syempre instead of going to school, you're in your house. Kag syempre kung sa balay ka daw ang mentality mo, mapahuway na lang ko. Amo na bala. Amo na nga I'm really handling this bad. How about you guys?
Oh yeah, I can definitely relate to the idea of being confused as to having ano it mixed it suddenly mixed the space between residential and scholastic school based environments. But Jed, perhaps you have something to say about this.
Yeah, so when the online classes was first announced and we were starting the online classes, you would think that it would be a student's dream. You could just attend classes while you're still in bed. Pero as the classes and the days go on, you start to realize that it's actually a really bad idea because, like Sean said, yeah, it's the type of mentality that you have if you're in your bed and you're trying to study or work. It's I think it's better if you try to separate your work area from your rest area, which is really hard to do during online classes because, well, for us, our rooms are usually the place where we rest or recreate. But now sometimes our leisure time and our work times are getting mixed up. So it's a hard transition to make. If you're not physically at your school, then you don't really have the right mentality to study sometimes or work sometimes. But we have to get used to it because this is now the new normal.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
Mm. Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's like it's just funny because it's like the implication of new normal. It's like normal means you're gonna be experiencing this for a long time, like muna ng status quo, and that might be difficult in a sense wherein to make the explanation short, everything is harder in general, no? And like
Mm.
we are all having to continuously adjust to it because for the sake nga hindi man madelay ang aton maybe pag-graduate, like some people might be we're running against time. At the same time we are adjusting to a new system while we're running against time, and that's definitely hard. So guys, we posted a question in the chat as well if you guys have answers to this. And perhaps maybe if you have an answer to it too, you have a chance you can be picked and you have a chance to win 100 peso load if you have your own experiences. So that's the beginner question. And moving on to the next topic slash question I'd like to present, if I can have it on screen, which would be okay. So what is the most embarrassing misuse of a data structure you've ever done? So siguro, okay, I put data structures here initially because hello, sorry, freshman brain speaking right here. I thought it was just the general category for all programming related tidbits like elements, mga ganun. I just thought they were all called data structures.
Wow.
So, diba? Like how
Understandable.
frustrating, yeah, how frustrating do I sound right now? Like if you kunwari ano face to face, you pass by the hallway and you heard the freshman assume a function was a data structure.
I mean,
Like what reaction do you have?
okay lang kung ano. Basta i-explain niya sa akin nga freshman siya. No.
Yeah, so okay, so freshman ako. Like just to be clear. And yun, so okay. I guess I'll start as well. So I will stop sharing the question for a while and provide something to post up in the Hall of Fame. Or the initial name was Hall of Shame. Sige, take a look at this, guys. This is Python code. And this is quote unquote a function. Or as I'd like to call it, ang SQL sa print statement, ang extended version. So yeah, yeah, you're seeing, you guys are seeing this now, like the issue with it
Oh,
and all.
yeah, yeah. Um, okay. First of all, nagamit ka sang, di ba, hambal mo function ini, di ba? Sakto, sakto, function eh. Pero kung sa akon, kung kwaon mo lang na ang, ano, if you just take away the def, here's chickens, it would just be a series of variable assignments and then a print statement. And then, wala na. Ang purpose ng function mo, nadula na. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Wala go.
clearly.
Huwag ang main
Ano eh,
takeaway din eh.
can I explain myself? Kaya ano
Sure,
eh,
sure.
so the thing is, we haven't learned functions yet at this point. Oh, by the way, guys, sorry. So I apparently commented on the wrong post. Whoops. So the first question's posted in the chat. Feel free to answer it to have a chance to win. Once again, just a reminder. And sige, moving on sa question. Moving back to the question. Ano eh, and we haven't learned functions yet. And our tests, we had them on an online website, which was edu.stackdeck. And those, of course, are made by people. So understandably, there might be people errors that you adjust to, since the idea is naman is you get the test cases correct, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Ikaw, Sean, stock check resident, di ba?
Exactly. Ang background na lang guro sa sa tactic is just a no code runner siya, then you have test cases. Then i-compare nila if ang return statement mo to this case is equal, then kung equal siya, you're correct. Daw mo na. Daw mo lang na ilang nga background dira.
Yeah, and here, ano like part of the instructions was basically use a function to do this and that. So, as you can, sa ang name Fierce Chickens, diba? I think it's like an Angry Birds joke, like an Angry Birds ripoff, nga makalculate ka sang velocity and shot angles. And yun, like it's supposed to print it out through a function supposedly. So I didn't know what return statements were at the time. I just looked up a function, what the function was, like in the middle of the quiz. Like nagpangita ko sang documentation. Once again, online semester. You'd think, ano no, online semester. It means it should be convenient for developer
For us.
courses.
Yeah, oo.
But
Kaya
like,
hindi.
uh, like that doubles in a shorter amount of time. And yeah, so I ended up making print statement extended the sequel number 2. And wala lang. So looking at it now, it's like I was like, yeah, I figured out the function. So the code technically has a function. It's there.
Well,
It's
amo
just
gani.
not a needed one. Yeah. It's just not
Kumbaga,
necessary.
you were just coding for the requirement. It's just like
Yeah.
Well, common man siya sa common siya sa course naton. Kasi syempre we have requirements that you implement this, you implement that, then imo na dapat initiative niya to learn kung anong main function, ay kung ano ang main, paano mo maintindihon ang gina-implement mo. Pero nga hindi lang pagamiton bilang nga blindly. So muna, don't use stuff blindly na lang siguro ang maambal ko dire.
Yeah, like you have to know what you're doing at one point, if not now. Like you have to figure out what you did. Diba? So sige, I'll take this eyesore off the screen. Like siguro you guys have something similar to share on that case.
Sige,
Maybe
sige.
a story, maybe some code. Please go ahead.
Sige, ano lang. I think maka-share ko. Yun, are ang diri sa part nga, although hindi na siya data structure, pero I think ang hambal mo gani do general term na lang paggamit mo sa data structure. Pero more like sa naming sang variables. So as you can see dira, may ara ko sang user menu, may value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ito daw like kung kung sa programming nga may ara ka mo sang group mates, kag kung basahon yan mamangkot gina siya kung what's the meaning of value 1, what's the meaning of value 2. So dapat ang naming mo
Oh
gid
yeah,
sa
I was figuring
Yeah.
that out. Like like what does this
Okay
do?
na. Amo na exactly. Amo na. Medyo confusing siya dayon. Kaya syempre, if imong groupmate magbasa, like you said, pagbasa mo hindi mo siya maintindihan dayon, kay maisip ka pa, ano ni ang meaning ng value 1? Ano ni meaning ng value 2? So that's bad practice. So like example, kung ang ano ko lang gida nga dapat kung make ka mo sang variables, dapat hindi man gid siya nga the specific nga laba-laba nga this variable will add 1 to 2. To lang na to ano lang. Those subtle lang pero dapat ma-understand. For example, you have a summing function. So you have number 1, ang imong argument there is number 1 and then number 2, then just return number 1 plus number 2. So maintindihan siya kay number. Pero sa there is a case ko, I use value. So a value can be anything. It could be a string, it could be an integer. amo na medyo confusing.
Okay, to be fair,
So,
like parang gets ko ang maybe the mindset behind values. Like what are programming terms that I've learned recently, and like value comes up is what I would if I was in your position siguro, like that would be what I would be thinking of. Oh sorry, speaking of ano gali, so we're on the second question, but someone responded to our first, which is Mr. Oh, it's Keith. Hi Keith. Si Keith Benedict Britannia. He's not handling the semester well. Surprise, surprise. Welcome to CPU
welcome to the
Online
club.
Semester. Yeah, welcome to the club. So thank you for sharing your
Saan mo
answer.
kita?
Okay, so the thing is, guys, so si Keith lang nagsabat and it's like the rules are whatever replies we get, they're the winners to the question, the winners to the raffle, winners to the question, sorry. Winners to the raffle. And yeah, so Keith, congrats, you get 100 peso load. Tell us if you want it. Kaya you're part of our core team. And then if you are, then if you do want it, then I guess message the DSC page, which you are already a member of, because once again, core team member ka. And then yeah, give us your number if you want that load. So yeah, second question is up, guys. That's also posted in the Facebook chat. Like yeah. So just check it out. So oh yeah, so what does value one, value two mean? Like out of curiosity na lang.
Basically, at second year na ko yata. Ano na siya? I think these are objects. Tapos, I think may objects na, di ba kamo?
Yeah, yeah. At this point.
So basically, ano lang, general object lang it meanings yun eh. Then value one dot name, value one dot, as you can see, RD sa babaw. Amo lang gina siya. Object lang gina siya. I could have named that object, pero I chose value. So nga very, very general nga naming. So confusing it siya.
Huh. Okay, okay. I see, I see. So yeah, okay, yeah, sorry.
Ang ano pa gid another like embarrassing pa gid. Ang value nga ne, it's just a baon yung ABCD nga choice, samo lang gina siya. Pero ginbutang ko pa gid sa object. So the overkill masyado.
Oh.
So object that value would just return A, object that value 2 that name would just return B. So pag another thing mas may mas siya.
Yeah. My attention span shortens the more dots you add to a method. So like, yeah. I got the idea, no. So, thank you for digging up some shameful remnants of your past. Pero that's the point of the stream, diba? We agreed to this.
We should hide this na.
Yeah. For your sake, diba? Shoo. Away with you. Embarrassing code. Ikaw, Jed, do you have something to share? Like maybe kahit story lang, or if you have some code ready, you can give the viewers some insight.
Yeah, sure. Pero just as a little warning, it's sakit din siya sa mata. So hold on, let me just share my screen.
I wouldn't be able to tell because I'm a freshman. Trust me. It's going to look like my current code. It's the problem. I'm sure.
Okay, so can you guys see this part? Enemy attack, enemy health max, enemy health accuracy, all of these arrays.
Those are a lot of arrays.
Yeah, and it's also really confusing to use because this was based on my old first year project. It's an RPG game. This was back when we didn't know what objects were, so we didn't use them, or we didn't actually dare to use them because we might actually, use them incorrectly. But yeah, I could see now that this could have been made easier if we just organize these into objects. So for example, we have lion. Lion would have a name. Oops, sorry about that. Name siguro. Lion. And it could have attack, which is an integer, like 50 or something like that. So if you group it like this, it would be easier to see. Or better yet, we could probably create a new class so that we could just keep reusing it, and we would know the attributes.
Oh no.
Yeah, the attributes and methods that it has, like animal or enemy that attack or enemy that name. So it would be a lot easier than doing this. So this is definitely a no-no. You wouldn't know the relationships of these things if you look at it at first.
Okay. So no siya in context, to be fair, no. Like, did you have functions at this point? Like this specific year level now you made this code?
Yes, we did actually learn functions. Let me check when I used them. Here it is. We have attack functions, health bars.
Pero the animals are not. Wait, no, classes gali. Sorry, I want to say classes.
Yep.
You guys didn't have classes yet at this point.
Yeah, not yet. This was second year. First year, second sem pang classes, I think.
I see. So like it's interesting, like when you figure out more dimensions to how you can change your code. It's like you can, and looking back at old code, it's like you end up sort of picking out specific parts of what you realize you can like shorten, make better. But to be fair, yeah, ma-improve siya. Diba? Like to be fair, like most of the old prob sets, diba when you first got into data structures, mga lists, arrays, mga ganun, the problems involve taking advantage of the indexes, diba?
Aha.
Yeah, and it's like if you figure that out, like if of course it's like that euphoria when you figure out code, like you have this high, you get this high, na parang yeah, I solved the problem, that eureka moment, na I can
Oo.
do anything,
Especially
and
kung
like
ga-code ka
hmm,
6 hours. Especially kung ga-code ka 6 hours then. Or 6, let's 6 hours yata is manubo na eh. Let's just say like
what?
a whole day code ka. Let's just a whole day nga ga-code ka, ga-figure out kung isa ka problem. Then like at 12 midnight na figure out mong solution. Mo ginang daw eureka moment nga kanami sa
Midnight.
feeling.
Oh no, I can relate to that, and I don't know. I don't like the feeling. Ano, I've literally had this time nga siguro, okay, like I don't know if you guys, this is not one of the questions, but like if this sounds familiar, na parang you've worked on a project, you don't understand, and it's like, I'll give myself some time to rest. You're just lying in bed, maybe sa cellphone ka lang, galantaw ka TV, tas gulpi lang, it hits you, kag you go straight back
Oh,
to your laptop to to fix it before you lose
really.
the idea.
Usually kung gapaligo agad na yan mo gina. Kung ara sa
Yeah,
shower, mag-click ka na then like oh shit dapat makuan pa na. I have to implement the solution para hindi malipatan. Muna.
yeah, yeah. So, ano like mga banat, mga riddles you hear, mga butot balat lumipad, mga ganun. It's like it's like training. Riddles are training for logic because they're logic
Oo.
questions, eh. And it's like the thing is programming problems, they're like riddles. Like you have to figure out how the rules work within the questions, mga muna. And yeah, like when it hits, nga you figure out one way. So I want to specifically emphasize one way because it's like there are multiple ways to solve a problem. The question is which one's the most efficient, diba? Like that's what you start asking yourself further on. And like, mane, this is the thing is it solves the problem. It works. Like the thing is natapos mo project mo, diba, Jed? So it's like technically this does work.
Yeah, but it's an ugly way to do stuff. Pero
Yeah,
yeah, if you find the better way sa sunod, it's better to probably do the better way. Pero this
exactly.
actually taught me a really good lesson sa second semester because I painfully created this type of logic sa akin nga project. Pero when Sir Ku finally taught us how to use classes and objects properly, it was like it's like a freeing moment when you realize, oh yes, I don't have to do all that work anymore. So this is how you do it. This is how you do it properly. It's a very good experience, and you will remember that lesson for a long time, and you might not even forget it at all.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like the thing is that what's important is you don't forget it, no. Like because it's a learning process. You have to like okay. The thing is okay. Sige, what? No pressure naman to remember everything. We have documentations for that, obviously. But like, ano, like just be sure you sort of keep in mind. Like there's a term, no. What's it called again? Muscle memory, no. Na parang you end up
Muscle memory.
yeah, you learn it naturally. That's the instinct mo na lang to code efficiently, which is like the
Wala
dream.
wala mo na ginaisip nga muna.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
automatic. Automatic you see this you see this problem, then automatic maklik na lang sa mind mo nga, oh, I have to use a for loop here instead of this. Muna. Muna
yeah,
na agad.
exactly, exactly. So, oh, okay. So looking at the time now, medyo, okay, we have a lot to talk about for that question. Yeah, that's what happens, guys, when you give speakers free reign of what they can talk about. They talk about anything. Oh, so once again, guys, this is a lesson of circumstance. We are having online classes, and we are subject to our internet connectivity, which sadly Mr. Jed Pagayonan, am I saying his name right, is a
Mm-hmm.
victim of. And we have to understand. Understanding lang, guys. I haven't seen most of my classes' faces. I don't know what they look like. Bosses na lang ang ginabasehan ko. Yeah. Yeah, same reaction, Mr. Gab Almocera. That's the emoji of my life in the current sum. So, okay. Sige, I'll
Ano si
just
Jen?
bring this question up on screen and hopefully si Jed makabalik by the
Balik,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
Hopefully.
mag-istorya ka man Sean. Like so ano na lang, you have my undivided attention. You should be grateful.
Thank you then.
So I am sharing the next question right now, which is oh, actually this ties into the old question now. Which coding principle do you struggle to well, not really. Because the thing is you guys are way past the point of misusing data structures na. So I guess this applies more to me. Ang medyo the same ang answer. Pero which coding principle do you forget or struggle to follow the most? So once again, guys, I'll be posting this in the comments. Ang second question, wala pa ginsabat eh. So there's still an open slot for that, for you guys to get picked as the winner. And sige, give me a moment because which coding principle do you forget? Can you say it out loud, Sean? Help me out.
Like, which coding principle do you forget or struggle to follow the most?
Yes, to forget or struggle. Wala ko about it. To follow the most. There you go. To follow the most. Guys, it's close to 7. I should be nakakaon naman ko, to be fair, pero like it's night and being tired at night
Yeah.
makes sense. So please don't blame me.
It's okay maging sabog, so okay lang.
Yeah, it's like sabog is like I'd argue rough estimate lang 40% of the emotions of a software developer.
Tapos kung online class pa, naduga ka na lang. So, mga 60 na sabog.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah. So sige, in my case, this is an easy answer because I am still learning. We haven't even wala pa kami kahimo app. We're stuck at console text for now.
Mm.
We're making apps soon. And at the moment, ang nabudlayan ko gid, since I mean I feel like everyone figures this out because everyone in my batch I mean can figure this out, but like there is some strange discrepancies of what is business logic or not. When because we're learning about we're ano na eh, OOP na kami. We're separating objects into we're making objects and separating it from the main class. And like what counts as display code and what counts as I don't know business class or business logic for your classes. Yeah. So I'm still struggling with that because okay. So quick example lang. I don't think I can bring it up. I can't find it actually. I tried looking for it earlier. Sorry guys. Pero ano eh. I had a function nga it returns ang rating sang isa ka product on a shopping site is our problem, di ba? So the thing is, sa class ko, dira ko ginbutang ang star icons nga i-print out. So ga-return siya sang stars. So I assume nga since I just placed a return statement, it means I did the thing. But no, the stars, it should be in the main class gali. So, oops. Diba?
Sige. So, wala ka struggle. I think, ang mahambag lang is, if you're having problem with, business logic or, for the general term, like organizing your code to work efficiently, I think mas better na lang if, madula man na siya. Like, I think experience lang gid siguro, Amo lang gid, experience lang gid. Like, if maka-encounter ka sang similar problem nga mo na, then daw balaan mo na din kung ano ang ubrawon. Kaya ang programming dance like do may pattern man siya.
Yep.
Like ang mga problems malang daw same same logic man lang siya, then gin-islan. So same man sa math, like you could use a certain pattern to solve this problem. So amo man naguro ang kay so ang imo nga ubrahon na lang, you solve many problems, then when you encounter a problem nga daw same sa nag-struggle ka, hindi ka na mag-struggle. Tama na.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Si Keith actually, okay, Keith, you already won. So by the rules, we can't give you a prize again. But yeah, keeping code dry. So same batch kami ni Keith, like for everyone who's watching. And the thing is, yeah, we actually, medyo hindi kami sure if wet code namun or hindi. Because it's like, sometimes, if else, which cases, like, that's all we know. And like, like we don't know a shorter way as of now. As of now, emphasis on as of now. You guys need to improve that over time. It doesn't have to be soon, but it has to happen eventually. No, and like we don't know when code is dry or wet, and makibot lang kami kung kisa nga akigan kami, which is like part of the semester. But wala lang. It's also a struggle. So yeah, I definitely feel you, Keith. Thank you for commenting. If anyone else wants to win prizes, there are 2 other questions. I don't know, sige, for the sake of like giving you a chance to figure out what they are. The second question was, what is the most embarrassing use of a data structure you've ever done? And the third one is, which coding it's on screen. Which coding principle do you forget or struggle to follow the most? So yeah, if you guys want to win 100 plus a load, we have multiple to give away. So yun, just send your answer in the comments to those questions, and you might be picked. Or given the current flow, you are more or less going to be 100% picked if you just answer any of them. So don't miss that chance. Medyo assured na. You just need to comment.
Oh,
Comment lang kailangan, guys. Diba?
like mas
Mhm.
hindi pa mas hindi man na namin answer, comment lang gid ka mo.
Yeah, comment
Sige.
lang
So,
ko mo. Yeah.
so sa case ko naman, which coding principle do I forget to follow the most? I think ang it's a very basic kid nga principle. Ang either ang naming conventions ko or ako nga formatting. So like ang
Wait,
spaces between
that's current? Or
yeah, like,
did you say that? Oh,
hasta
interesting.
subong kakalipat. Eh syempre, kung ako dan nga style nga mag-code like hindi ginapadali ko tama na. So gakalipat ko permi nga nalilipatan ko permi ang mga spacing sa parentheses or ang syempre or ang makaisip sang another better name for this variable amo na gid ang struggle ko gila permi asa subong. So ang dira dayon masulod na dayon ang refactoring, ang code review para But yeah, I also struggle to follow basic principles maski in third year na ko.
I see. And that's okay. So not to hindi man nga do ginapadako ko gid ang issue that for like that's comforting to know nga you're technically the highest tier level dire, diba? So it's like that's comforting to know that sometimes even simpler coding aspects you tend to forget about. And then also
Mm.
like that's part of it. And wala nagakadlaw ko daan kay another okay, so Gab mentioned nga currently he's struggling about infix, prefix, post and postfix conversions. Sean, do you know what those are?
Lipat naman.
What? Wait, do you know?
Infix notation.
Sige, what are you thinking about? I'm just gonna say, Gab, congrats. You are the winner for this question. The third question, I think. I think that's the answer to the third question. Huh? So if you want to win your 100 peso load, just send PM mo ang imo's mobile number to the DSC Facebook page and you can get 100 peso load. Congratulations. And thank you for commenting because no one else is. Grabe, ari man si Geraldine, nag-comment man siya, pero she's also a core team member. So like, I mean, appreciated ang support, guys. We all help each other here sa DSC, which is why you should consider applying to be a DSC lead next year because we're all a community, diba? Segue mamuna. Anyway. So yeah. So Jed is having issues and that's fine because, like sino lagi internet issues nowadays in our current semester. And like, what else can you do except hulat nga mabalik ang connection. Kung may ara man ged ba si akala mo lang meron pero wala pala. Anyway. Okay, so next question. Oh, interesting. I feel like you like this question, Sean. I don't know why I know, but like I feel like you will. Basta sila ako like
Uy, si Jed. Welcome back, Jed.
oh, Jed, hi. Did you beat circumstance?
Naga problema ang globe sa amin area.
Globe, really? Oh, that's interesting because lately ang talang complaints PLDT and that's like the two internet networks we have and we're complaining about both of them na. So like, what?
They're conspiring
Welcome-
against us.
Welcome to the Philippines na lang, no?
Yan eh. Dito
Yeah, so-
guro ginano lang da. They're trying to build it quickly to compete sa dito guro. Or I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, actually. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. That's actually a good point. Interesting. So I hope you guys also found that interesting. The people viewing right now. But sige, this is our. I can't count. Hala, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our fourth question. Yeah. Am I a bad programmer if I can't write everything for myself? So for those who got confused at this question, because the thing is, I had friends who suggested questions to me, and I didn't understand this at first. But basically, if you don't make everything from your own brain, like not if everything from your code does not come from you, does that make you a bad programmer? And as a freshman, everything I know is from documentation. So literally, I'm following rules and still learning about them, na? So I can efficiently use them. So siguro the more interesting answers might come from you guys, my seniors, quote unquote.
May two sides dire sa sa question nga ni. Either ang naminya ang documentation or ang naminya ang mag-copy paste sa Stack Overflow. Duwa na. It's like a different answer. So,
Yeah,
bali,
yeah, those are very different guys. Like, don't please don't rely on Stack Overflow to help you pass your classes.
so ano, kung sa documentations, ang amo gani, it's you're not bad. Hindi magid nga bad kay syempre ginhatag ang documentation para magpaano, maapusan gani kita. Kumbaga amo na. Tapos kung sa ano na naman, kung mag-copy paste ka naman from other people, te amo naguro nga mahambal ko nga you're a bad programmer, like you're not an honest programmer na lang siguro. Pero amo
Yeah,
na
yeah.
may
Honesty.
naman sa cases nga kwan nga helpful si Stack Overflow, pero as much as possible you have to understand what you write to amo lang
Yeah,
gid.
yeah.
But
At most
yes,
siguro reference lang dapat na ang Stack Overflow or
reference
other people's code. Like you don't copy it one word for word, but it's nice nga parang you want to kunwari galantaw ka lang sang extra solution to the problem and sort of
uh,
learn things from that as opposed to
or like
one by one copying it.
learn a better solution compared to solution mo daw na to improve basta anything for
Yeah.
improvement, goods good.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yung personal growth mong important, guys, as a software developer, because there's so much to learn every year, and it's just gonna keep adding up. And what's important is it retains, and you can say your knowledge is yours, and that the code you write is yours. No, that's what's important. We have wonderful teachers and professors, teachers and guru and professors that constantly remind us about that lesson. And it's also like it's a basic life principle. You don't need to be a developer to be honest, guys. Be honest, please, as a person. Be honest with yourself and to others. And yeah, okay, so let's try to get back into programming. Jed.
Yep.
Yeah, Jed. Hello, Jed.
Yeah, okay. So since sinong siya nag-agto sa context of writing code for yourself, especially if you don't know the answer, then you shouldn't copy paste ang code, which is actually a really good point because if you remember last natin nga pag question, I think, which is misuse of data. Oh no, sorry. Second question, misuse of data structures. Remember that
Mm,
we grow with sa painful experiences natin. So yeah,
painful. Yeah.
yeah. It's memorable because the mascar ko good or something. I don't know the term. Basta
Mm,
ma-remember mo good. So I guess it's a general context. You don't really need to write everything good. Like for example, you're creating like a simple calculator or maybe a scientific calculator lang a program because that's what you decided for your project. Um, Remember that when we're using, for example, JavaScript, we don't have to rewrite ang math.round. We don't have to rewrite ang math.floor. We don't have to rewrite ang squaring stuff. Those stuff are already
mm,
provided for us. So actually, si Surku also taught us a philosophy that we shouldn't reinvent the wheel or worse, make a square wheel. So if it's already there, then don't try to recreate it unless if you're learning, of course. Then it's a good idea to try and recreate it so that you know how it
yeah.
works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
breaking it
but
down
if
is
it's
different from
mhm.
changing it. Oh yeah, sorry, go on lang. Yeah, go on, go on.
Yeah, sorry. You can go on. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like recreating or breaking something down to learn from it is different from completely making it yourself and risk having other people not understand what you're doing, diba? I was just that, yun lang. Anyway, you can continue.
Yeah, because it's like hmm, you have to sometimes disassemble some things to learn how it works. So you have to kind of try and build it
Right.
yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, but it doesn't mean that you should always do it all the time. If someone's already made the best version of it, I guess you could build up from the best version. But if you're just trying to learn, you should just try to recreate. But for serious uses, you should try to use the best version as much as possible.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's why it's constantly being updated, and part of being a developer now is keeping up with those updates. Like, it's interesting because it's like one thing that stuck with me from, our amazing professors. Then, si Mamko mentioned na being a programmer means you're constantly keeping up with what's latest. You're learning you're in a constant learning process every day. Now it almost
Sakto.
feels like student call the time. And like at first, like that sounds terrifying, oh, after school I'm still gonna have to study. Oh no, like the first thing that popped into my mind. But ano the thing is, learning is natural naman for a human being, like in general. And in our case, medyo specialized learning lang siya kasi syempre we're learning about programming. It's basically deeper logic. And since the market is adhering to a certain programming languages slash programming principles and set of rules, ano, like you adhere to those to sort of be efficient and practical in your current profession and also in the current day and age nga everyone is technically sort of ano, adjusting to new things altogether. Pero medyo ano like in a sort of hipstery way, programming has always been, or developers have been doing that in a sense. Nga there's when things get updated, everyone has to learn it if they want to be up to date. Sean, sorry, were you gonna say something in relation to that?
Yeah, exactly. Amo man ang ano, actually before ko mag software engineering, amo ginaginhambal mama sa akon nga ang course mo nga na dapat everyday i-update mo ged and if hindi mo gusto nga mabilin sa industry. So like amo gani every day, for example, every year may bag-o ta nga cellphone, each cellphone ga-update sa iyang technology. So dapat kita as a human being each technology i-learn gid nato na para mag-update kita para hindi kita
Right.
hindi kita maging stagnant sa aton nga learnings. Like for example, instead of gamiton naton to yung mga logic from 10 years ago, we should learn a better and better logic in the present. Yes, ang 10 years ago nga logic could be used as a basis or a basic to improve upon the present logic. Pero amo na hindi gid dapat maging stagnant sa atong na-learn. Dapat everyday learn, everyday update. It's not hindi man good everyday but like as much as possible ma-update ang learning na to. Do ka
Yeah,
talaka
yeah.
man to ka mag-update everyday.
No pressure, guys. Hindi man loud, loud, loud.
No pressure. No pressure.
But yeah, that's true. Because what's important is you are you are relevant to your time, if that makes sense. You know the rules and the current mga intricacies of the programming languages. Hasta lang ko programming languages, guys. Sorry, freshman again. Pero wala. Like you need to be up to date in terms of what is required by you as your chosen profession in the future. Students pa lang ta, to those who are watching. I think if anyone's working, you can mention it in the chat, I guess. I doubt it. Si Sean, actually, you're part-timing sa
Yeah.
Stack Trek. Maybe
Part-time
there's
work.
part-timers in the chat makarelate man ko mo to this idea. As we learn from our professors and also other part-timing students. So yun. Okay. So I just realized that I changed the question in the middle of the last one. So how this is the next question. How good at math do you need to be a good programmer? So sige, Jed, I understand you have upod mo, it's like you're Pinocchio because you have like a cricket friend with you providing background music while you talk. But like, hello, yeah, I hear them. But yeah, how good at math do you need to be a good programmer? You think, Jed?
Sorry for the crickets. They're just there to fill the awkward silences. So,
Grabe,
uh,
ouch! Like, guys, comment kamo sa stream. Prove Jed wrong.
sorry. So, to be a good programmer, yeah. So, as software engineers, we're also engineers. So, we're learning calculus. We're learning other mathematical fields. But for programming, you rarely really use calculus and the other more advanced mathematics. You mostly just use algebra and your high school math. But it's
Mm,
actually weird because you still need to be good at those things to become a good programmer. I guess if you want to be a good programmer, you need to learn the logic when it comes to math. Because in math, you have to follow like a set of formulas that's already been given to you. But in programming, it's kind of the opposite. You have to create the formula to solve the problem. I'm not sure if that makes sense.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. So I guess they're kind of like brothers, but they're like opposites at the same time. They complement each other, but when it comes to logic, there it's kind of like the opposite. You have to switch it around. You create your formulas in order to get the correct output. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like algebra, Yapon. You make sure you create the right formula to get the right output. What is
Yeah,
the
basta
value of
may
x?
variables, no?
Yeah, I guess you have to be good at math naman, pero not too advanced. I guess ang advanced na stuff for data analytics na guro na. I'm not really sure.
Statistics, yeah. Like, medyo higher level than it. How about you, Sean? Like, what's your take on this?
Sige. Since high school, since I started school, I'm very bad at math. Tamo gina. So, always,
I'm sure a lot of people can relate, don't worry.
so like, yan, below, passing ang grades, pero like, hindi siya above
Pwede
90
na.
or something. Wala, pwede na, passing ang grades,
Yeah.
pero, ano gid ko, every time may math nga subject, dumahibig ko na. So, so here comes high school, senior high, wala, takan ko sa math. Then, nakibot ko nag-engineering ko. Pero
Kibot.
software engineering, oo.
Okay.
Yeah, software engineering. So, ano na, at first, nag-struggle ko sa calculus. I failed that subject, but pero amo gani, like hambali Jed, you just have to to master the basics. So basics, what I mean is algebra, amo lang gid, or ang logic gid mismo
Mm.
sang the logic part of math amo gid na. Amo lang gid ang kinanglan mo master to be a good programmer. Yes, kinanglan mo ang calculus in example be machine learning or anything. Pero you could learn that if you have the logic to support. Amo na. So amo gid na gurong main
Yeah.
takeaway there. Amo na. You need to be you need to think logically to be a good programmer, and
Hmm.
if you're thinking logically, meaning you're good at math. So amo na guro.
Yeah, like to people who are watching, discrete math is a really good transition to programming, I found, because it's a logic class, like at its core it's called discrete math, but the thing is, and that's the thing, it's discrete math because math is pretty much based on logic. Damo siya proving, diba? Like you can actually factually provide evidence that something is true or false. Booleans to anyone who gets that. But and also certain, because math has different dimensions to it, no? And like there are certain terms, like I still have no idea how logarithms work, if I'm being honest. Like I don't know how to like put that in code and explain it properly to have it make sense. I actually have code to share about this, which is interesting because it's like does the term Caesar cipher sound familiar to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I can't help but feel like it's sort of a common test that people tend to provide sa mga logic based like programming, like in general basically. So here is a code for a Caesar cipher. Like matype ka sang message, and then you provide the number of shifts in the cipher. This also includes negative shifts. So it's like so how Caesar cipher works, guys who don't know. Ang Caesar cipher, like kunwari, you start with the letter A. If the cipher says four shifts, so you move on to four letters after A. So A, B, C, D. So ang A maging D, and so on and so forth for the other letters in your message, which encrypts it, which means it becomes like hidden, a secret message. And like that's the idea of the Caesar cipher, na? Like it sort of hides, makes it into code. And the cipher is the number of shifts you have. So in my code here, makita nyo na? If I'm scrolling right now, you guys can see this. So well, I can label ko pa kay para hindi ko ma-confuse ang akong self. So if it's lowercase, it's using the ASCII format, no? Like ang ORD and CHAR, Python. This is Python code, by the way, guys. So it has one for positive shift or negative shift, wherein 122 is, I think, letter Z, nga lowercase, and 97 is letter A, nga lowercase, I think. And it's the same case for uppercase. So I did this, and it's like I cleaned it over and over, dried it up, and I was like, you know what? This is the shortest way you can do this. I am the best. Like that's the idea I keep telling myself, like when I say this. And I didn't ask permission nga mag name drop, but like there is, with some math knowledge, there is a much shorter way to do this, and my worldview got shattered. I don't know if they're watching right now, but like they'll recognize their own code. Okay, so zoom in, guys. So sorry kung pixelated ang text. Oh yeah, I'm sharing code right. A screenshot of it right now. Ayan. So sorry for the pixelated text, but so with the use of
Modulo.
freaking modulo, you can shorten this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lines as opposed to my 50 line monstrosity in the previous screen share. And like, sang nakita ko na, I was like, wow, I feel so stupid bigla. Because it's like, I couldn't figure this out. No. And you can, the thing is, you can understand this code. Like, just reading from this. Nga, kung balano nga Caesar
Ah,
Cypher Ganobra, you can get what he's doing just by looking at this. Diba?
ha.
And that's, wala lang, it's inspiring on my end. Because it's like, when I saw this, I was like, wow. So, okay. I'm pressured to review math, but like, sige, good lesson to learn. Medyo humbling. Very humbling, hindi lang medyo. But yeah.
Yeah. Magabit mo gid man daan ng ang math to make some programming problems easier. Kesa nga like sa same sa code mo kagina nga daw dogin brute force mo siya amo nang pag-describe ko
Brute
dogin brute force
Yeah.
so, dogin brute force mo then pero like sang ginpakita mo screenshot dumiyara sang mas optimal nga solution
Definitely,
which
definitely.
uses math
Which uses math, yeah. And like, manay, like math is hard to get into, but like medyo required if you want to efficiently code. Medyo. I say medyo in a sense nga parang you need to know what you're doing, of course, hindi lang mga piya, pero like, yeah, it helps, is what I'm saying. Sige, Jed, have you given an answer to ano na, the math question? Like, how good at math do you need to be a good programmer?
Yeah, I think ako ang una gid man to. if if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, really? Wait lang. Hala, are you sure? Wait lang. What did you what have you mentioned again?
Yeah,
I think na-distract
it's
ako sa
alright.
crickets.
Yeah, sige lang. I think I said something about dapat ang basics man makuha mo. Kind of answer kinabi.
Right. Yeah, I remember now. Sorry, it's like what I
short-term
hear is like
memory
the short-term memory loss. It's ano guys, it's 7:30. It's almost 70. Is it 7? Like mas sa lawan clock ko like it's 7:22.
7:32.
1922
Yeah, okay. So I'm so sorry. Yeah, forgive me.
So like di patuan mo kita tanan. Especially kung nagutom mo tuyo.
I ate dinner though. That's the thing. But yeah, anyway, we can move on to the last question. Which is this. Oh, ayan. So this is the last question in the raffle, audience viewers. There's literally 3 more slots open for the older questions. So like, you definitely have a chance to still win load. If you want to give an answer to this in the Facebook comments of the live, if you're tuning in. Ano lang guys, like it doesn't have to be a good answer. Hindi man kailangan like indentation or anything, but like wala. If you have some experiences you want to share, we are very interested in hearing it. We are sharing experiences here right now. So share in our shame if you're that generous. So sige, which skill or skills are you concerned / worried about not being able to master? So in the case of students, I guess it might be more of something you are currently struggling with now, but medyo you're feeling a bit negative about kung matapos or mamaster mo man gid that specific skill na. So obviously mine is simply in the realm of basic programming pa. Because it's like wala pa ako start making apps and I have yet to master fully dry code. So the thing is I still can't tell if my code is dry or wet. So that's my specific concern and wala lang, I can say that in a few sentences just now. But how about you guys? Like are these concerns, it doesn't have to be programming related, I guess, because it's like in general as being junior developers, like what concerns you or worries you in terms of you feel like you need to work on soon?
Sa case ko, hindi ko ang programming. Kaya ba ko ang programming daan, ma-learn mo gid siya if you continually do it. Mo lang gina. Ang ako nga concern na gid sa self ko is ang discipline na lang gid siguro. Like ang discipline to learn. Yeah, the discipline to learn, the drive to learn. Mo lang gina. So medyo may some times nga do natamad ko, may sometimes nga like 1 week tamaron ko mag-code or like if mahina yung internet, tumatak na lang ako mag-ubra, natak na lang ako magpangita initiative. Amo nang do gusto ko ma-master gid nga i-change ko ang mindset ko. For example, if natamad ko, gusto ko like ma-change siya para maging productive na ko dayon. Though amo na ginaguro ang gusto ko gid ma-master.
Mm,
Oh yeah, it's not programming, it's not a technical skill, pero it's a very important skill as a student nga makuha
right.
nyo gid.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of like part of it really is figuring out or getting that drive to actually do your
Oo.
tasks and finish them. And like madalas gakapoy man mga tao siguro nga especially nowadays like once again we're adjusting to an online sem, even the professors are adjusting to a new system, and like everything's being done in a shorter amount of time. It's expensive to miss classes nowadays, guys. Ang absences mo usually means you're missing an entire lesson. And that's heavy. And heavy in a sense of what everyone is the weight of the work that everyone has to do, which can't be helped. But like it's still nevertheless, no matter how much work there is, you still need to finish it now. And like part of it is really getting that energy to going through your checklist and finally being able to complete your tasks, diba?
Oo.
How about you, Jed? Like anything in particular? Like and maybe in the same case as Sean din, nga it's not technically about programming, but like general life skills or something like that.
I guess I'll have to go with technical lang Danay for now because
Oh, okay.
si Nong Shan is already third year. So I guess okay iba siya sa programming. But for me, I'm really having trouble sa shifting sa mindset. I'm not sure if naka-experience po mo sa Cinevic, pero later on sa second year ko mo, you'll be learning completely different ways of coding. For example, for now, you guys are learning OOP, which is object-oriented nga programming.
Right.
Pero soon you'll be meeting ang anang rival, which is functional programming. So sa OOP usually gina-state mo gid do ano siya do imperative, do gina-declare mo gid ang step by step and how to do it. But in functional programming it's more like gina-declare mo lang do declarative siya. You declare that this function does this and you don't have to worry about how it works. It just works. So you build a function nga declarative siya, building off of the functions nga naubra kay iba. And that's kind of functional programming in a gist, but you can worry about that in the future. Pero ang main problem ko lang gid is
That's the one ako read.
switching ang mindset ko between yeah it's all right. You guys will get used to it, man. You have like one sem to learn it. Pero my problem right now is that I can't really switch sa mentalities agad-agad, and if I prefer one mentality, do medyo na bias nagawa ko. Kay originally sa OOP gid ako, I really like OOP. But now that I got a taste for functional programming, it's pretty hard kisa to go back to OOP. I'm not sure if makarelate pinakang
Oh,
sa classmates, pero amo na.
that's
It's pretty
interesting.
hard to switch, and if you do try to switch, it's pretty difficult, diba?
Okay, technically at this point all we know is OOP. Like wala lang gidang. And I'll be honest, I thought that, like that was the part of the stepping stone. This is really just the one path you take, like OOP, and then the rest. But there's a separate my branch pagaling isa, which is functional, right? Am I getting that right?
Functional programming, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Hala. That's all
Yeah.
I could say. Hala.
One
Uh-huh.
one really weird thing about programming though is everything is abstract by no. It's not like we're civil engineers nga everything we do has to follow the laws of physics. Pero since software kita, nothing doesn't everything doesn't really have any rules. We just create the rules by ourselves. So when you create a video game, sometimes we see bugs like characters accidentally floating off into the sky because why kita ti real na physics gets sa video game world, everything's abstract. Uh, Hello.
Oo. Hello.
Uh, yep. Okay. All right. But the weird thing is though, these ideas like OOP and functional programming, they were created as like suggestions from engineers. And if you're going to do that sa material na setting like civil engineering, you would need to have
Mhm.
papers to back you up para
Sorry.
ma-prove mo gid. Yeah, yeah. For this is for material, yeah, engineering. It's anything that requires material stuff. Pero for software engineering, it's kind of weird if someone suggests something and it works. I
Works.
guess we just accept it that it works. We don't need papers to prove it, unless if it's really dangerous, like AI and stuff.
Ah,
Right, right.
kumbaga daw limitless ang ang scope ng programming daw mo nagiguro. Una namin.
Huh. Okay. I have yet to see how limitless it is in the future. But like, because once again, guys, OOP pa lang kami. Wala pa kami trees. I don't know how trees work yet. Hasta lang ko, anong latest naman? Was it, composition. We are currently composition pa. So like, step by step. Getting there soon, hopefully. Kag, hopefully we're still there. But yeah, so the thing is, okay. So interestingly enough, that was the last question. But maybe we can use this time na lang to sort of share our general. You guys still have your freshman projects, no? Freshman final
Ah,
projects,
freshman. Hindi ko sure. It's a freshman.
freshman. In my case, it's current project. Because this is the latest finished project that I have. We're still working on more, of course, and okay, just to give an intro to it, are you guys familiar with the games Little Alchemy or ano ganito, Doodle God? Nga daw, start ka with four elements, water, earth, fire, air, and then gina-combine mo
Oh,
Ah,
lang.
Doodle God, yeah, nice childhood
Oh, yeah,
memories, nostalgia.
yeah, that's exactly it. That's what inspired me then to sort of make this code. Kaya, okay. So you're seeing all of these, my maps and shit. Oh, whoops, sorry. There's maps. And like, okay, so elements, diba? Elements combine into other elements. So
mhm.
ingredients are in the values of the element keys that combine into those combine into those keys. Oh, okay. So karon lang na yung mga dragons. So there's three categories. The base ones are water, earth, fire, air. Void is specifically an element that you combine into kung wala combination the two elements that the players pick. Advanced is one level above that, and the last is mythic. So this is the end goal sang akon finals project. It's the goal of the game, which is to figure out the mythic elements that correspond to the weakness of the dragon that's attacking your village. Simple man ah. Like
Ah,
the concept.
understandable. Gets man siya
So
mga.
sige. I'll let you guys, I guess, sort of play it. I'll skip the intro. It's like wala lang, ASCII art to fill in space and to be flashy. So the first option sa menu is Grimoire, which is wala lang. It shows you the elements you have available. So of course, it's just the basic ones you have. The alchemical circle, dire ka combine elements. So like skipping the tutorial again. Anything you want to try, guys? Like just for an example.
Well, what if we, let's say fire and water.
Sige, fire and water. There you go. You made steam.
Steam.
So that's part of your repertoire na. And then you can so you discovered steam, it's been added to your grimoire, and you have limited time to make this element before the dragon comes. So you have 6 days and 18 hours remaining before the dragon arrives. So you have do ano siya, it's like Candy Crush, di ba, may moves. You have a certain
Uh,
set of moves before,
limit.
yeah. So I
So
can't
gusto na
remember.
yun ng element. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So Amazon. So wait, I'm gonna cheat, guys. Amazon, Amazon. How do you make? Okay, Amazon.
Ato kagina sa dalom sang.
This is the dragons. Like ang pangalan lang sang dragons, sang map. The keys are
Oh.
the Amazon. Hala, how do you make Amazon? Oh wait,
Rainforest.
um,
Rainforest. Wow.
rainforest. Diba? Okay, sige, I remember this. So water and earth. Ayan, it makes plant, diba? Plant and earth, it makes
Trees.
three. So
Okay.
three and plant creates forest.
Okay.
So steam, the rain clouds are steam condensed in air. Oh, whoops. So yeah, you have to spell it right. So unknown element siya. Air and steam create cloud. To make rain, I think gets on a cloud and water make rain. So rain and forest make Amazon. And there you go. The weakness has been discovered. Siyempre, no. Fight the dragon. Because you can keep combining elements to get more points. But okay, let's skip to the ending. Yeah, ASCII
Yeah.
art again.
Very first year.
Diba? Here, so the elements discovered gives you points, depending on the category. And oh, this is your extra money that you get. So you get money based off the elements nga combine into void, and you can use those elements to just buy elements na lang if you can't figure out how to make them. But yeah, that's my files project. So ano since we are working with ano lang, console code, 'di ba? So
Ah,
muna nga damo ASCII art damo maps and lists, but yeah, very freshman, 'di ba? So I'm curious, what do you guys have?
sige. Kasi si Jed, kaya ako na ano, ako mga freshman project is like nadula. Nakikapilan ako kay Ilis laptop. So, amo na ang problema ko sa book.
Oh, okay, okay.
uh,
No, no worries, no worries. Do you have your finals project, Jed? I remember. I think you
yeah.
mentioned before you made the RPG, na a text-based RPG.
Yeah, yeah. You guys have already seen ang little snippet kina. Ang the embarrassing code nito. Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
that was
Let me
oh
just share.
right. Yeah, yeah.
That was already the embarrassing thing. Okay,
Do
hold
you
on.
think you can play it on stream?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let's go here. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, all right. So this is a basic RPG game. It's a bit hard to explain everything because everything's a mess. It's full of console.logs
Pila ka
and
lines?
if statements. Um, yeah, it's pretty bad. 475, I guess. But well, I'm pretty proud of my little Easter eggs here for the endings. So that's one thing I guess I have
Easter
going.
eggs like references to games or something similar.
Yeah, because with video games, it's usually a tradition to leave Easter eggs. So for the endings, I have here three different endings. One is 1 to 2% chance of getting this ending. Planet of the Apes. This is a reference to Planet of the Apes. When you get back to civilization,
Oh yeah, yeah, I
you have
see it.
discovered apes have taken over the world. You have then have a 5% chance, 2 to 7, of discovering World War III has happened, and the vanilla ending, which you reunite with your family. But yeah, this is pretty confusing if you don't know the context. So let me just walk you through.
Sige, sige.
And it's
Would it
probably
take too long
easy.
if you played it live, or
Oh no, no, it probably won't take too long. Okay, so let's try.
we have like 20 minutes? We can do this.
Yeah, okay, all right. So here we go. We wake up in the middle of the African savannah, trying to remember what happened. You finally recall that the last thing you remember during your drive-through was the African savannah, was an antelope running in front of your car. Okay, should we open the trunk? Obviously, yes.
Sure.
You open the trunk and find canned food, map, and a water bottle. Okay, so this stuff is
That's good, right?
random.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but Okay, let's try again. Let's try
Ay,
getting
okay.
something else. Hunting boots, water bottle, canned food again. Okay,
Is
let's
that
let's try
better?
again. It's a bit better, but I kind of want to find a weapon for later. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
hunting
We
rifles.
can go with that. We can go with that.
Okay, at least my food. So,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, can I read this? The
So
sun
here we go.
rises. Oh yeah,
Yep,
sun
sure thing.
rises.
Sorry.
It's day
Which part?
0.
Oh,
Oh wait,
okay.
is that
Sorry.
the latter part? Oh, okay. So you can lose thirst. You can get hungry and get thirsty.
Yep, that's the thing that's trying to push you.
Ah,
So if we actually have a map, then we would know how many miles we have to walk left. But since we don't, then it's a mystery. So now
Oh,
you
okay.
have four choices: find food, find water, travel, or rest. Well, since we're good with water and hunger, we could actually just travel. So travel.
Hmm.
Okay, you walk for 15 kilometers. It's pretty boring, so let's try and travel again. Oh no, hostile crocodile. The
Ah,
crocodile
that's
attacks you.
random. This is
Yeah.
from it popped up from the list, and its stats also came up from the lists, diba?
Yep, that's the one that I showed you. The really, really bad bunch of lists and arrays. Sorry, arrays.
Oh, those are A's, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, so
I
yeah.
guess we attack, no? Like, because we're healthy. Is
Okay,
my
but
strategy right? Or
I try to base it off realistically. So if you were to find a crocodile,
oh no, no, of
I
course
thought
not.
that it
I'm gonna
would
run.
be, yeah, I think it would be easier to run, I guess. But
Sa
I guess
games lang
the
ko iso,
worst.
guys. I would never fight a crocodile in real life.
Yeah, so we're just gonna cheat a little bit. Let's look at the escape chance we have. Crocodile. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. It's pretty hard to find. Last item in the list. That's 50. So we have 50% chance of running
Oh,
away.
that's
Let's
nice.
do that. That's pretty good chance, I think. Oops, sorry
Yeah.
about that. Let's run. Okay, okay. We successfully ran away from the crocodile.
Okay. So fun fact, guys who are watching the stream, crocodiles are surprisingly fast. They can gallop
Yeah.
and they pull you in the water. So yeah, those are
Oh, that's pretty
accurate
scary.
statistics. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, let's just try to speed run through this so that everyone can get their dinner, I guess.
Yeah,
3
developer walkthrough.
days.
Let's go.
Let's go find water. Oh no, while trying to find water, an elephant. I'm gonna cheat again. Escape chance for an elephant. We have one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 50-50. Okay, we're running, I guess.
50. Oh,
Okay,
still
that's
50.
that's good.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice. Wait,
I
so
don't
are we
really
still
know anything
thirsty?
about animals.
Or we successfully found water pero may elephant lang?
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess we found an elephant while trying to get water. So let's
Okay.
travel again, travel again, travel again. Nothing's happening so far. That's good, I guess. A hippo attacks you. Okay, let's just run away from you. Nope, nope. It's okay. We're good. Okay, so we have 54 health. I guess we can rest for today. Find hydration, find
What does
water.
resting give you?
Oh, it replenishes your health.
Ah, okay,
So
okay.
mag-full kaliwat, ayos ah.
Oh no.
Ah,
Okay, this is the mother load. This is one of the hardest to try and fight off and try to run away from.
Wait, we have
The
a
evade
rifle.
chance. Yeah, okay, yeah, we have a rifle. Let's do that. So we only have 30% chance of. Oh, sorry.
30.
30% chance. Yeah,
Ah,
30%
indeed
chance
that.
of evasion, and for escape, yeah, also 30. So let's try to attack with our hunting rifle with 10 rounds left. What the? Okay, I think I found a bug in my code.
Oh, everyone's there.
That's
Hala,
weird.
we're fighting
Everyone died.
everything.
That's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. I didn't find this while I was demoing during my first year.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Very
I
fitting
guess
for
I've
the event.
yeah. This is why you should invest in Git. It'll save you from stuff like this, accidentally editing your code. So yeah, this is a really old code. I might have accidentally edited it. So sorry about that. That that's kind of like uh that really ruins the moment. But I guess we'll just have to go with it.
It's okay. We still know it's a lion on stream. So
Yeah.
like
Okay. I keep missing. Man, this guy's really a bad shot.
or it's a fast
Oh,
lion. Hala, are we gonna survive this? Wait lang.
Oh,
probably not.
yeah, I think
Okay,
the
let's.
mist is like too high.
Yeah. Sige lang. It'll be
Maybe we
fixed
can
in
try
the
running.
later patches. Yeah, let's try running. Failed to run away. Uh, come
17, no?
on. Okay, it's good. We're good.
Oh
We're
wow.
good.
Okay.
Oh,
So
30% chance.
we
Yeah.
just shot at the lion 5 times, missed most of the time, and just decided to run
We'll
Run.
away.
just see it out of there. Black Rhino.
Makes
Oh
sense.
no. Okay, hold
Black
on.
Rhino. Oh, those are endangered. We should run.
Okay, I'm not sure if I could run though. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Oh wow, that's lucky.
So how do you um
Why?
so is the
Yeah, sorry.
win condition random? Like if you keep traveling?
It actually has like a secret number that keeps track how
Ah,
many kilometers you have to walk. If we have a map, then we would know. But since we don't have a map, then it's pretty hard to know.
How
But
do you get a
yeah,
map?
this is random chance from the trunk.
Ah, okay, okay.
Okay, let's just uh, keep playing until we die, I guess, or until we win. Hopefully, it won't take too long.
Accurate to real life. Sige.
Okay, I'm just gonna speed run through everything. Invalid
Invalid.
input. Yeah, sorry, I pressed the two. Hippo, I don't like you. Let's travel.
We're successfully running from everything at least.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're doing. Oh, okay, one day before we die from dehydration. I guess this is it. If I fail this, then it's the end of the game. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. That's lucky.
we
Okay, from
are
hunger now.
really
We're gonna die from hunger. Okay, that's lucky again. But it's pretty unlucky that I found a bug. Hydration, water, and
Siguro
I
ang
died
mga
from hydration.
animals like oh no. Oh wow. Okay, well that's interesting. I mean
Yeah.
we saw
So,
the
so
endings first before playing the game, so like it's not like we missed anything.
yeah. Well, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. It's the code's pretty embarrassing, but I'm pretty proud that I've made something like this during my freshman years.
Yeah,
It's
it's so
it's
accurate now.
it feels
Yeah.
really good.
It's fitting how we found a bug in the stream wherein we are judging our old code.
Yeah.
Convenient. Yeah,
Oh,
so
I
Sean
should have
really
probably
oh
went with
why.
a copy. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Is that the cleaner not cleaner one, the fixed one, I guess?
Probably, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about the history of this code. That's why, again, Git. You should probably push this to Git so you know if there's any changes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We have yet to get into Git in our case actually. Because once again console code still.
Yeah.
Um
All right. Sorry
us
about that. It took me a long time.
yeah,
So
no worries.
That's fun.
Do you have your code, Sean? Like I'm just
Yeah,
wondering. Or
actually,
like
yes. May-ari na.
oh you
Nakakita na ako.
found it? Nice, nice.
Hindi lang ko sure kung kung first year ni or second year, pero may ara ko na. Wait lang, makitaan ko lang. I think mo na. Sige, so ang ara. Ang kaginaman niya tangagin share ko project ganito ya. Wala lang ako na notice nga project ganito share ko. So ang ni siya ang background sini is balaan di ba balaan familiar man kumutanan sa Twitter. Opo, syempre familiar kumutanan. So nag-ubra ko sang console based nga Twitter kay amo na sakto nag-ubra para sa project console based Twitter na siya. Kag hindi ko proud sini kay daw hindi siya bala nami tulokon. For example, pero may ara ko sa mga nami nga features. For example, mag-sign up ka, then mabutang ka pangalan, it would give you a suggested username. Nakikita sa screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh wow,
Pero
that's awesome.
pwede
How,
mo
how did you do that?
lang random word generator tapos i-add mo siya sa string i-add mo siya sa main mo nga name din.
Nice, nice.
Oh.
Tapos mabutang ka na sa tweet mo. Let's say hi, hello, di ba? And then malogin ka na. So hindi ko sure kung kung sang o ko na siya ginubra. Kung first year ko or like trip lang. Kasi may bug na daan. Wait lang.
Basta sila ang password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ayun na. Then makita niyo yung ang daw newsfeed din eh. So muna.
Wait, are those randomly generated tweets?
Randomly generated twist. Tapos may sila sang time which is kung sang o sila gin post. So na.
Wow.
Then if you
Wait, so-
gusto like
Yeah,
sa tweet, mag-tweet, siya tanan. Then ang user profile mo, pakita din kung ano gin-tweet mo, kung ano yung username, ano yung mga kung sino yung mga followers. Basically Twitter pero console based. Wala gina.
Gotcha. Nice.
Freshman.
How do you get likes? Can you get likes? Sa console Twitter.
Basta dapat malog in ko sa another user pero daw
Kasi mga what
And that saves. Gasave ang old account that you
Oo,
logged in
kasi
with.
kasi
That's cool. Wow.
Oh, ayos ah.
amo na pero ano wala na kag ang code daan dire law ay siya amo nang kaginang ipakita ko wala may mga if else kag mga variable naming nga hindi nami
Mga first year projects, good na.
oo mga ano pa gamit ko di ang mga nagamit ko sang read line sync I think ambot ko ano sa Python basta sa Python niya tang mag-input ka sang character mag-input ka text ginagamit ko siya as a stopper refer sa ko
Yeah.
dire
I mean, actually same sa code ko man. Like, para makabasa sila, no?
Oo, para makabasa. Like, do ka ano lang, like, ginagamit mo ang function as, like, sala nga paggamit mo na. So, like, yeah. Very, very low ay code. Asa, amo na, pagka-remember ko, ano niyata, second year ni siya, first semester. Kaya ang project dapat sini, web development. Kaso, na-laid back ko sa ibang nga subject, so wala ko kakuha sang web dev. So, amo na, doon nag-create ko sang web project pero console-based. Ay, doon nahisa ako sa mga classmates ko sa una. Uy, nakaka-ubra sila yung websites mo, ubra ko sa account gamit text, kag may fake database.
Like, naka-Twitter ka man. Like, console Twitter.
Yeah. It works. It works.
With fake friends and fake likes. Grabe.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least, yeah. So that's okay. The thing is, I'm still on the level nga gets ko mga code niyo, okay? Muna man level sa mga code ko subong. So muna ang like my basis is literally my own experience na. So wow, yeah. Goes to show na. Like when it comes to old habits and looking back at them, looking at old code basically, it brings you back to older mindsets, what you used to do, older habits mo na. And wala lang. If you could correct them now. Yeah, makringe ka na lang. And it's like, I wonder how
If you
cringe
cringe,
I
that
will
means
be.
nag-improve ka, bro.
Sakto,
Yeah,
sakto.
that's a good lesson actually. Like, if you guys cringe, it means you grew from the experience. Diba? So that's nice. And I wonder what I will end up cringing at in the future, man. Like, because I feel like isang ginapakita ko code ko, you guys are like holding back. I feel like you're being nice to me when I was showing my code for sure. Kasi ang ginalanta ko ang code niyo, I was like, my code looks like this, and you have a lot to say about it. Like, but yeah, study learning pace, and hopefully I'll be able to learn enough. And okay, so looking at the time right now, guys, it's the stream has lasted for an hour and 24 minutes. So we can start wrapping up, I guess. So
Yeah.
far, like, out of the things oh yeah, what's up?
Wala. Continue lang.
I was just gonna say, like, to summarize, looking back at your old code, answering these questions about your development as a junior developer, what can you say? I guess parting words to leave behind to anyone watching right now.
Sige, ako na lang ganyan muna kay like seniors. Sige, so ang parting words ko na lang is if sa mga freshman na lang siguro or sa mga beginner at programming, hindi ka mo ma-experience nyo gadya ang frustration, experience nyo ang dumatakan ka mo, ang burnout. Kag like masin as a general student, ma-experience na gid na. So ang namin sida kay if ma-overcome nyo na ang hambalamon kagina, ang eureka feeling, ang happiness nga makuha mo, nga ma-finish mo ang isa ka project kani very rewarding gid siya. Plus ang self-development gid siya. Kag once maabot mo na ni ang certain skill level, pwede mo na ma-market imong skills, you could earn money part-time. Kag mo na. So na lang, continue improvement na lang sa imong self hasta nga actually wala limit ang pag-improve mo sa self mo kung programming student ka. Bale, amo lang naman ba.
That's nice. Yeah. Ikaw, Jed, anything to leave behind to the viewers?
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Sean. Like you said, why man to limit sa pag-improve if you're a software engineering student or if you're studying programming. Just like why man to limit ang programming, everything's abstract. I guess just continue learning lang, always dapat kita ma-curious kid about everything. Kay the attitude that you have pag first year mo nga you're amazed at almost everything that you learn. Kag excited kagid when you keep going to sa class niyo sa coding because oh, what else could we learn today nga magpa-easier sa life ko? You know, you just
Mm.
keep that attitude sa imo gonna learn so that hindi ka man ma-burn out. I guess it's
Oh.
just the mindset man guro nga you need to be interested sa what you're doing kag what you're trying to learn.
Yeah.
And
Look forward. Oh yeah.
mm,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. We're both polite, but sige, you were speaking it, so go ahead.
Yeah, I guess just keep being passionate about programming. And well, if you're finding hard to find the passion in programming, then you could just talk to your peers because they might show you how wonderful programming really is. You could literally change lives if you work hard enough.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess like also, yeah, look forward to the knowledge as opposed to the workload, no? Because part
Hmm.
of it really is appreciating how much you would, ano, like upgrade man sa skills, diba? The skills you can use to develop not just yourself but the world din, like your community, diba? Ano, makabulig man sa pagasanso for everyone. And on my end, like to anyone from my batch who's listening to this right now, we might be at like a sort of earlier step in the sort of the steps of learning most of the things in relation to software development na. Yeah. uh so it's, I guess, to shorten what I mean, it's more of you're going to, of course, the normal mindset is right now you might think that there's too much of everything to learn, but I don't know, just recall the time, guys, nga you thought loops were the hardest thing to do. And it's going to be the same thing for everything else that's gonna be coming. So yeah, eventually there's going to be a time nga you're going to look back and wonder why you were worried in the first place. So just look forward to your development and keep that in mind when you are learning every day. And wala lang, kaya natin, guys, like this online semester, diba? So yeah, thanks for sharing your mindsets, seniors, my seniors, and also having the courage to show off embarrassing code, as hard as it may be. And
Yeah.
anything else you want to add before I guess I start closing off?
Sa side ko wala naman. Okay na.
Okay.
I'm good. Learn on the way lang guro if we missed anything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Once again, guys. Thanks for tuning into the stream, and I just want to remind you that once again, um, applications for being the DSE lead are open. There's a link in the comments. So if you're interested in applying to becoming the lead of our esteemed organization next year, be sure to check it out. And thank you for streaming, and I hope you guys have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.